What's going on, everyone? Marvin Satchel here, CEO of Digital Business Growth, here to bring to you your profitable website moment. I bring these profitable website moments to you every Thursday so that you can transform your current website from forgotten to profitable. Today, I'd like to talk to you about measuring your website. Whenever you want to go somewhere in life, or whether it's a goal or a physical destination, the first thing you have to ask yourself is, where are you? A friend wants directions. The first thing you need to ask them in order to give them the correct direction is, where are you? In the digital world, specifically for websites, that means measuring your website's performance. Before you go about spending tens, hundreds, or thousands of dollars on marketing campaigns that directs traffic to your website, you have to, and it is imperative that you measure your website's performance. Else you can be on the verge of a lot of frustration, wasted money, and wasted time. So I'm gonna give you a couple of tips in what to look for when measuring your website's performance, and afterwards I'll even give you the tool in which we use, a free tool that we use here at Digital Business Growth to measure our website's performance. Bounce rate. Bounce rate is not the top, but one of the top measurements that we use to identify our website's performance. And we use that by checking the percentage of our bounce rate. So what is bounce rate? Bounce rate is the percentage of website visitors that only look at one page and leave your entire website after viewing that one page. Why is this measurement important? Because if they're leaving after one page and you see a high bounce rate on a particular page, there could be something wrong with your content. There could be a photo that's not registering with your target market, or it could be a broken link, if you will. So, bounce rate. Pay attention to bounce rate. And there's three more that I like to share with you in regards to measuring your website. The next is exit page. Where do your website visitors leave your website at? Is it the service page? Is it the sign up page? Is it when they get to the checkout page? Where are visitors leaving your website? Now, this is important because, again, you can identify what visitors are seeing on this page. You can see the trouble spot in your website, and maybe that needs some enhancement. And a lot of time, enhancements is just maybe a call to action. Maybe you have a service page that only talks about the service but doesn't lead the customer to the next step in the buying process. We talk about that in 3 signs your website is losing you money with the IBM principles. Is there clear next steps to the buying process? If not, there's a pretty good chance that a website visitor and potential client will leave that page, and it'll probably be very frequent that your website visitors do. So pay attention to, it's called the exit page. Where are your customers exiting your website? What page are they exiting from? The next one is call to actions completed. Now this is important because whatever the call to action is, whether you're a blogger and you want someone to subscribe to your email list for updates, or you're an online store, call to actions completed is a measurement of your return on income. What you're investing, if you're investing a lot of time, this is where you see the actual results in call to action. That's why we suggest placing a call to action on every page, even if it's a learn more button. Have a call to action on every single page. And that is where they will complete those call to actions completed. And so you can identify on the page what call to action it was and if they completed it. If it's checkout, how many checkouts did you complete? If it's blogs, how many email subscribers did you sign up? If you're like us and you're a service provider, how many strategy sessions did you schedule with your call to actions? Or how many surveys, online surveys, did you have completed? So pay attention to call to action. And the last one is unique visitors. How many unique visitors are you getting to your site already? What have you done organically? That means little to $0 to generate traffic to your website. All of these four measurements: bounce rate, the bounce rate, call to actions completed, the top exit page, and the unique visitors, tells you if your website is converting strangers into potential customers, eventually into paying customers. Measuring your website through these four measurements will tell you if your website is on the verge of being profitable, and it'll also give you a proof of concept so that if you can see that your bounce rate is 20% for every 100 visitors, when you scale your marketing up and you drive your traffic to 1,000 or 10,000, a 20% bounce rate is a pretty good bounce rate if you're generating that traffic. And you can also scale accordingly. Your top exit page as well, your call to actions. If on scale you're getting 20% of your call to actions completed, right, out of every 100, your desired call to actions completed out of every 100 visitors, unique visitors, it's pretty safe to scale up to 1,000, to 10,000, to 100,000 with your paid marketing campaigns. So now that you've identified where you are, then you can begin the process of planning and positioning yourself to go to where you'd like to be. With 2020 coming about, we'd be happy to help. Each of my subscribers, you are welcome to a free strategy session with myself, Marvin. Just shoot me an email, give me a call, and we'd be glad to get on the phone with you. Also, don't forget, 3 Signs Your Website is Losing You Money is still up for download, where we talk about the IBM principles: identify, buy, and measure, and give you an in-depth look of how to transform your website from forgotten to profitable. My name is Marvin Satchel, CEO of Digital Business Growth. Have a great rest of the day. Peace.